Good morning. This is Eureka John, Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live on Theta TV from Leander, Texas, April 8th, 2021. And it is 5:49 in the morning on a Thursday. And I'm up. Time to get up, go to work, do the deal. So here I am. Still on a roll, still broadcasting live consecutively every single morning since February 6th, and then I've been doing this broadcast in general since October 24th, 2020, just trying to find my footing and bearings before February 6th to see how and when I wanted to do this broadcast. But anyway, this broadcast is not, I'm not a teacher, I'm not a professional trader or anything like that, or any type of professional anything. And I'm just a guy who loves studying technology and has really embraced this cryptocurrency technology and everything going on with Web 3.0 and blockchain technology. And I decided to kind of create a video blog about it and document my progress and learning about all this stuff. So take everything I say for a grain of salt. And this video is just basically me talking about myself and some crypto. So take it for what it is. Okay, so let's get into the market today. Let's go over here to the old coin gecko and see Bitcoin sitting here at 56,809.06. It's funny how spoiled people can get immediately now that they get used to seeing Bitcoin in the 50,000s. I mean, I didn't think I would see Bitcoin in the 50,000s, and you see the stock to flow graphs and all that type of stuff, and you kind of, you get, Bitcoin's definitely going to hit 100,000 by the end of the year. And it's going to hit 50,000, And then when it actually does, your mind is just blown. And you just can't believe you're actually there. And you have to sit on it for a while. And you're like, wow, yeah. We're like, wow, man, we're here, man. And then it pokes its head through 60,000 and your mind's blown. And it does it 4 times in 1 week. Pokes its head through 60,000. But then it can't seem to stay above 60,000. And you're just like, dude, what's going on? And then you wake up the next morning and you see it's dropped down to 56,809. You're, oh my God, we're in a dip. It's so interesting. And it's just, I've never experienced this type of psychological, I don't know what to call it. Just the emotional roller coaster. I'm not a trader. I'm just a dollar cost average guy. And dollar cost average means putting in at a regular basis a certain amount, and regardless of where the market is, up or down, and then you're just dollar cost averaging into the market and assuming that the market's going to eventually, in the long run, get better. I can only imagine the emotional swings that people who trade go through, and the people that go all in on one day or whatever and drop in like $100,000 or something on a dip, or I don't know, or the people that FOMO in at the top. I mean, I've been guilty of it too, so I'm not passing judgment or anything, but it's just. I'll stick to my dollar cost average ways. I've been burned way too many times, not really in crypto. I mean, I have lost the keys to an old wallet, and I lost some money that way. And when I very first got into crypto, like the first day I got into it, I got scammed by somebody that said that they were gonna, if I put in $99 or something, that they would automatically invest my returns on Bitcoin. It was just one of those stupid scams that like a total noob would totally buy into. And everything looked legit. The website looked legit and everything, but they basically ran off with my $99. And lesson learned, live and learn, crash and burn, and then get up again to hopefully not do it all over again. And I haven't done it all over again. I have not been scammed by any individual. However, I've made some stupid noob mistakes, like losing the keys to an old Abra wallet. I've done a couple dumb trades when I've actually tried to like time the market and stuff like that. So but aside from that, I've been pretty good And this has been a nice little treasure trove that I've found in crypto, and I intend to try to keep it that way by making wise decisions. Although I'm not really the one who's most known for being good with money, and I've had to learn a lot about money. And actually, there's a book. Let me see here. I don't know. I've always thought of Tony Robbins, and I thought of him. I think it's him on that aerobic exercise machine that does that, flow with his legs and stuff like that. I don't think that's him. It might be another guy. But there's this book here, Money. And if you don't know anything about finance, like me when I first started this stuff, this book's super cheesy, but it's really good to help get you up to speed on what certain terms are, what like T-bills are and IRAs and all that stuff. It has nothing to do with crypto, don't worry. But it's just how people respond in different markets. It gives little graphs and just talks about the psychology of the market. So it's actually a really good book, and it helps you set goals and stuff like that. So it's not really normally what I would read, but I read it, and man, check it out. Branch out sometime, and try something new. Read something that you would normally have never read, or that you think it might be cheesy, and you might be able to glean some cool stuff out of it. What's up, Ziono? How you doing? And I'm always interested to know where people are listening from. So this is broadcasting live on Theta TV. And yes, I did buy more Theta the other day. And they give these little things that we can give out as broadcasters. So I just gave them a crate. So anyway, let's see here. Ethereum is sitting at $2,000. And that's become kind of now Ethereum's little spot that it wants to sit at. Binance Coin 398.04, Tether $1, XRP 94 cents. It did hit $1. So congrats to the XRP Diamond Hands. Oh, Ziono's from Sweden. Awesome. I love Sweden. I've been to Sweden actually. I went to some extreme sports and music festival up there. Just went by myself and ended up kind of being adopted by all these cool Swedes, and hung out, skateboarded a little bit, camped out with them at this festival, and I don't know, it was fun. You guys are cool. Anyway, Cardano $1.19, Uniswap $29.37, Litecoin $220.41, and Chainlink at $31.67, and Theta at $12.30. I'll go down to 11 spots because I like Theta, and I just bought myself a nice big bag of it the other day too for this dip. But I've been buying Theta for the entire year. Yes, I did try Swedish meatballs while I was in Sweden, not the IKEA kind. He's asked if I tried Swedish meatballs. You don't know Ivan on tech, do you? Yeah, they're good. They're good. I like Swedish food. Scandinavia in general. I mean, I would totally live there, and I don't mind the cold weather either. Being from Texas, I lived in New York City for 5 years, and that's a little different. That's like dirty city slush, but the happy snow up in Scandinavia is cool. Anyway, let's see here. So that's the top 10. Let me go to my portfolio here. I'm going to share with you guys what I have bought. I've been making some adjustments in the portfolio lately, sell some profits, and move things around, and tried to cut down on some of the odd random tokens that I had been dumping stuff into. So this is basically it. The majority of my portfolio is in Bitcoin and Ethereum, of course. And then I would say Chainlink and Theta are the next two down, percentage-wise. I have some Aave that I bought a long time ago that I've just been sitting on, and I will keep it that way for a while. Uniswap, I still have a little bit left from that airdrop that came around, so I never really actively bought Uniswap. This is just from an airdrop. Cardano, I've bought, and I have a nice little spot staked, and I have it staked now in Cardano Buzz. So look up the BUZZ ticker for that to delegate to. Polkadot sitting at $40.05, and I have a little bit of that I bought way back when it was pretty cheap. So Yeah, I just a lot. I totally ape into some of this stuff. All right, see you later, Ziono. And let's see here. There's this tweet. It just completely epitomized the way that. Let's see here. Bookmarks. I bookmarked tweets that are hilarious. This guy tweeted here, Ace. I don't know, it was just on my feed, but I thought it was some of the funniest stuff that represented the way that I sometimes get into some cryptos. Bought Ocean, don't know what the F it does. An explanation of what the F I just bought would be nice. And so there's all these people, some people actually trying to help. It's obviously a joke, but maybe it's not a joke, but either way, I don't think the guy really cares what it does. I mean, I actually do care what these things do, and that's why I do this broadcast, to study this stuff. But it's just funny, like, he actually aped into a really good project, because Ocean is amazing. It's basically bringing in a decentralized data marketplace where people can buy and sell data without having the data have to be centralized in a central server, and it allows anybody with any type of data to buy and sell that data independently of all the big centralized tech corporations like Amazon and stuff like that, and Google. So Ocean is an amazing project, and I think it will take over and be huge. It's already begun that process. As data is the new oil, but it's just funny. Bought Ocean, don't know what it does. An explanation of what I just bought would be nice. And that's basically characterized how I've basically acted in crypto. I've been a total ape, I've been a total Chad, and whatever. And I've just learned those words because I'm an old guy, so, I'm trying to sound hip. Hello, fellow kids, did you ape into that crypto yet? Oh, look at that guy, he's a Chad. Anyway, did I use those properly? Okay, all right. Anyway, so Theta, I got some crypto.com. Crypto.com is decentralizing, and it went on the mainnet recently. They did a huge token burn, and it spiked in value, and they're going to be doing other token burns. So I went ahead and bought some crypto.com to prepare for the future token burns, and to maybe try to time the market a little bit. And I don't just dollar cost average. I do play around a little bit and I experiment, but the main bulk of what I invest, I dollar cost average. But I do have some set aside that I do try to time the market with and work with and play with. Anyway, Synthetics Network, I bought some when I was doing the Synthetics video, and that was one of the first DeFi platforms I kind of understood how to use. And then the Celsius network, I just have Celsius because I have a Celsius loan out for the car I bought, and so I have Celsius to keep my interest rate down. When you hold the token, it lowers your interest rate, and it's been a good investment. It's at 7.45 now, so I'll hold on to this Celsius network token for a while, and I do have some my tokens gaining interest on the Celsius network. Some people say, well, that's centralized. It's no different than the banking systems we're trying to get away from. True. But, I'm trying to get the benefit of both worlds here. So I will use a decentralized protocol like Aave, and I will use a centralized protocol like Celsius for lending and gaining interest and staking and borrowing and all that stuff. And then I did this Hedera Hashgraph video, and I came to understand the potential and the inevitability of this technology. And HBAR, I think, is going to be huge. It has all the corporate backing behind it. The thing is corporations and large entities and institutions move at the speed of molasses. So you've got to be patient with this one. It did go through a recent surge, and I think it will be going through other surges. But yeah, you're moving at the speed of corporations with this one here. But yeah, it's going to be ubiquitous. I like that word. So Zilliqa, I do have Zilliqa, and I just talked about Zilliqa yesterday, about the whole sharding technology and everything like that. This is blockchain 3.0, basic attention token. I have not bought a single token of basic attention token, but I've earned it all by clicking on ads on the Brave browser. And if you haven't installed Brave browser, I would highly suggest you do so. It is a private browser, and you can earn cryptocurrency from it, and you can donate to your favorite websites as well, and help people out that way. So it's it's a given for me. Matic and Polygon, yes, I have some of that. I was experimenting around with the Matic network and layer 2 protocols, so Matic and Loopring, I have both of those. They are both layer 2 protocols for Ethereum to do faster, cheap transactions on a layer 2 of Ethereum, and then whenever you're ready, you can exit out of that. Bancor Network token, it was just available on Loopring, so I ended up buying a whole bunch, and I'm part of a liquidity pool on that. It hasn't actually performed very well since I've had it. Ren is doing good. This provides you a way to wrap up your Bitcoin in a decentral manner, and then to use your Bitcoin for DeFi, to gain interest on, to stake, to do whatever you want with it. So it allows you to kind of make some profit off of your Bitcoin instead of just have it appreciate in value sitting in cold storage somewhere. With a wrapped Ren BTC and the WBTC Cafe. Ocean Protocol, I just kind of talked about that with the data marketplace. Energy Web Token is a sleeping giant. I can't even begin to go into this right now, but just wait. A lot of this stuff I believe is going to be the future of our utility and power grid. And Quant Network interoperability, the overledger, to allow all blockchain protocols to work together, and it's basically going to. They say it's going to be everywhere and everything, but I think it's going to be definitely, at least for primarily, first focused in the banking industry. Fetch AI, artificial intelligence everywhere, and Singularity Net as well. Unibright, no code, smart contract software for enterprises. Syntropy Noia for bandwidth, and for networking, for streamlining and eliminating bottlenecks and internet traffic. Rocket Pool, basically Ethereum staking. This has done very well since I've bought it. And Secret Network, privacy. And I just recently dumped a little bit of my Tron that I had into that. Library credits, I've not bought a single LBC, but I've earned it all by watching videos on Odyssey instead of YouTube. Well, I keep videos going and playing in my ear while I'm at work in my headphones, so I can put my head down and actually work on some spreadsheets. And I have Library or Odyssey up, and I listen to videos as I work. And I do that instead of YouTube because I want to support decentralization on video platforms. Alliance Block, I'm just aped into some of that. I don't even know what it does, honestly, but who knows. Nimic, I still have some of that from that old video I did. DIP, Decentralized Insurance Protocol. Lambda was like one of the first ones I bought, and it's just kind of stuck on their system, and I can't get it out of there. So if you buy Lambda and you switch it from ERC20 over to the Tau token, beware, you won't be able to get it out. So GZIL, I've earned some from staking, and T-Fuel, I've earned some by watching videos on the Theta Network. So that's my portfolio. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at that. I have made adjustments since last time. Hey, how you doing, Fody Rebecca? Nice to see you. She has been watching for quite a while. I do have a crate here I can give you. I appreciate you jumping in and sticking with the Theta Network and sticking with tuning in and watching my program. I think it's gotten better. Yeah, but that's just me. But when I first started broadcasting on here, I was pretty awkward. I mean, I'm an awkward person in general, but Okay, so that's my portfolio. I do want to talk about now that some money has been made on crypto, and we are in a bull run, and the bull run is just beginning. If you look at the stock to flow models, you will see where we are, and you will see that I think, in my humble opinion, that I think we will be at our peak around maybe August or September. I don't know. I look at those graphs and that's what I see, but I'm definitely not a TA, technical analysis, or chart guy. So don't trust me at all. DYOR, do your own research and watch some of these TA guys. There's some really good ones out there. On YouTube, so just Google YouTube, and go into YouTube and just do crypto technical analysis, and you'll just see tons of videos. There is one guy, Crypto Chemistry, that I like. And then there's another guy. Let's see here. Subscriptions. Oops, not dashboard. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. So anyway, now is going to be the time to take profits. And I did have a guy that watches this video. And he says, developments of a noob. Exit strategy. I entered the space thinking I'd simply buy low, sell high, and take my bags of fiat back to the bank. I know better now, but what is a safe and stable option to store gains? Is it as simple as stable coins? If so, are there advantages of one over another? Appreciate your work and thoughts. Have a great day. Thanks, and I appreciate that you appreciate my work and thoughts, because sometimes I just feel like I'm just randomly throwing crap out there, which I am. But I am like the last person to ask about exit strategy. I'm terrible with money, and I always have been. But this is like I read that book, and I've been trying to learn how to be better with money. I have been sued before, and it sucks. And during being sued, I was a predatory lawyer by court. Did a discovery process in which they went and looked at all my bank statements from everything I've done, every single charge and activity I've done for the past 3 years before that, and they scrutinized where I went, what I did, what I spent money on, and making judgment calls about my life. And it is terrible. You do not want to get audited by the IRS, by a lawyer, by a court or judge or anything like that. Stay far away from it and do anything you can to avoid that. It is a nightmare. So, that being said, here's some 10 solutions you need to know for your cryptocurrency exit strategy. You need to know how to get through the next bull market. Avoid the tax man first. Pay your taxes, or at least show the IRS or something if you're in the United States. If you're not in the United States, I don't know, I can't help you. But at least communicate with the IRS. One thing I've noticed with the IRS is communication is key. If they think you're sloughing them off and you're blowing them off, you will suffer, and they will make sure you do. Even if you, stall. Even if you have to, get on a payment plan or whatever, if that's what it boils down to. But at least report something on your taxes if you are into crypto at this point right now. I have not yet. Last year I did say yes, I have some crypto, and I checked the box, but I didn't really have many gains, and I didn't pull anything out, and I didn't take profits on anything last year, so I didn't really have anything to report. This year I have taken some profits, and so I will probably have something to report. So I'm just going to go ahead and report it, and if I have to pay capital gains, then I will. But basically, anytime that you trade from one cryptocurrency to another and you have profited by the appreciation of that crypto, then that's capital gains. As far as just moving crypto from one wallet to another, I'm not sure if they're both your wallets, if that counts or not. But there are resources and people that will help answer these questions for you. I do follow this guy, Digital Asset News. He has been a huge inspiration for me, and honestly, the reason why I started broadcasting in general. The guy, he has a more savvy business sense, and he seems to be more mature than me, for sure. But he started a year before I started, so he was already a year into it by the time that I started watching, or by the time that I started my videos. But he does an amazing job, very professional, and he owns a bunch of businesses and properties by himself, and he's acquired those, but he's very meticulous about making plans and strategies. He's like the Bert and I'm Ernie, right? And he's very organized and researches and knows exactly what he wants to do and creates strategies for things. I do not. So I'm the worst person you should ask for this type of advice, but you can ask this guy, and he has a website called danteachescrypto.com. He generally answers his listeners, as far as I know, and here's just a little clip here.
We're going to go over 3 super important things. The first one is all about how much time you're going to actually have to cash out when the bull run hits. Second thing are psychological factors and how you will fail if you don't do these certain things. And lastly, we're going to talk about exit strategies and limit orders. This is the most important aspect of this video, so make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. And a quick note, this is going to be an update to the Bullhorn Basics. It is August 5th, 2020. And we need to go.
So yeah, he did an update here. I will link this video in the video description. Ask this guy. And then he also has had this guy on his show several times as well, Shihan. He's the crypto CPA. If you think that anything that you are doing might cause questions or raise eyebrows or whatever, or you have some kind of irregular circumstance, I'm sure this guy Sheehan has an answer for you. So follow this guy on Twitter. I find out a lot of interesting stuff about how to deal with potential tax issues, and then I'm still formulating how I'm going to approach this May 15th when I have to file my taxes and work through that. So, just show that you're doing due diligence to the authorities to try your best and communicate with them, and generally you'll be treated well. And I find that's in general in life that to be true. I went down to Mexico backpacking by myself, and down through Central America, and I was in some pretty dangerous parts in Honduras and stuff like that. And everybody says, "Oh my God, you're gonna get kidnapped and sacrificed to some kind of cult and everything." It's not true. If you go down and you generally just show people goodwill, and you don't show that you're trying to be condescending or an a-hole or whatever, people will generally treat you good. I think the media puts in our head all these ideas that everybody's out to get you and wants everybody to run around being paranoid. The majority of the time, that is not the case. So, just trust a little bit. So, and this is coming from a guy who has been beat up before and who's been sued and everything like that. So you can still find it in your heart and in your life to trust people and to find the good. So that's a little bit of preaching right there. Sorry. But I did go to seminary, so hey, I'm technically a preacher, right? CryptoTrader.tax, this seems to be a good product here. I don't know, I can't vouch for it or anything, but does Coinbase report to the IRS? Coinbase does report to the IRS. Coinbase has been pretty hot and heavy and in bed with the IRS, which is why I don't deal with Coinbase anymore. I still have my account, and I'll watch the little free crypto videos whenever they come out. But aside from that, I don't really mess with Coinbase too much. The fees are too high. I think they take advantage of noobs and they crash whenever there's bull runs, conveniently crash. But if you're going to buy stock, this would actually be a stock I would buy right now. So the returns are going to be huge. So anyway, I'm not in stocks, so I'm not going to. Okay, let's see here. For example, if you bought 0.1 BTC for $1,000 and sold it 2 months later for $2,000, you have $1,000 capital gain. The gain is a form of income. You report this gain on your tax return depending on what tax bracket. So you pay a certain percentage of tax on the gains. Rates fluctuate based on your tax bracket as well as depending on whether it was a short-term versus a long-term gain. This applies for all cryptocurrencies. Now, apparently, you have to hold on to a crypto for a year to make it a long-term gain. Short-term gain is a lot more expensive tax-wise than a long-term gain. So try to hold on to something for a year if you can. Does Coinbase report to the IRS? In short, it depends. Coinbase sends a certain 1099 to both you and the IRS if you meet certain qualifying factors. 1099K as detailed on their tax resource page. You will be eligible to receive a 1099K if you are a Coinbase Pro or Coinbase Prime customer, you executed 200 trades or more whose value is greater than $20,000, or you are subject to U.S. taxes. Well, I haven't done number 2, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't think I'm really going to have to worry that much about taxes because I'm not a whale, I'm not rich, and I don't have a lot of money. But I do have a lot of money to me. So, that's to other people that might not, they just laugh me out of the room. But, 1099 miscellaneous. Are you a Coinbase? Receive 600 or more on cryptocurrency from Coinbase. Earn USDC rewards or staking in 2019 are subject to U.S. taxes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply these Coinbase standards here to every other cryptocurrency exchange out there, because you might as well just assume that the IRS is going to look at every single thing, every single place you get crypto. So assume the worst, and then it'll generally come out a little bit better. Like people say, do the thing you hate the worst, the first thing in the morning, and the rest of the day will be better. it kind of applies here. So what's the purpose of these 1099s anyway? 1099 information reporting has been around for a long time. It doesn't come as a surprise that more and more cryptocurrency exchanges are starting to incorporate 1099 information reporting. There are exactly 20 different types of 1099s in existence today. Each of them serve the same general purpose to provide information to the Internal Revenue Service about certain types of income from non-employment related source. Put another way, 1099s are sent out to report on the income that you received that wasn't from an employer. In the U.S., income is taxable. Sadly, there's no way around this. The income you earn from cryptocurrency investing is no different. These 1099s give both you and the IRS records of this income. If the IRS receives a 1099 detailing income that you did not report on your taxes, it's automatically flagged. But you said that 1099K is useless for tax reporting, right? Right, and don't worry, we're as frustrated as you. So, there's a lot of gray area going on. Everybody's trying to figure out where they stand. That's why the SEC is kind of suing library credit because they don't like them and they can use their power to do that. I mean, everybody right now, and this is why Blockstacks is kind of trying to forge the path to create a proper path to regulation for cryptocurrency projects. So nobody knows what they're doing. Just like I said, show some initiative, show that you're paying attention to those governmental entities, and then file. You don't have to go, I mean, in my opinion, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna state what I have without going into like minute detail with it, and then use something like this software or something to do the general gist of it. And then if they have any questions, they can come back with questions. But I want to show that I've done due diligence. So this tax software seems to look at all the exchanges, and you can select them all, and I guess it gets your trades from those exchanges as far as I can see. But this is not the only tax software. There is other tax software. This one plugs right into your TurboTax account if you use TurboTax. So yeah, do your research on this stuff. Follow this guy, Digital Asset News. Follow this guy, Shihan. I'm slowly taking profits as I go along. I don't have any specific date or percentage or anything that I'm taking out or any type of super plan, but other people do. I'm just not that much of a planner. But I am slowly pulling out. I put some things into silver and gold. I have this grand scheme and investment that I do want to buy some acreage of land and at least just start with land and then just sit on that for a while and slowly build it out or whatever. But I'm not there yet. So that's basically my exit strategy, and I'm sorry I don't have more information, but I'm still working this out myself. And if you have any ideas, I'd be more than happy to learn from you as well. So if you find out anything, shoot me a DM or shoot me a comment on my YouTube video, and give me some advice. I could definitely use it. But I'm doing my due diligence, following people like this, Shihan, and then Digital Asset News has plenty of to say about this stuff. Very wise people. Let me know. Let a brother know. All right. That being said, I need to stop this stream, and I got some these listeners. They really hey, how you doing? They log on and they want that T fuel. Everybody wants that T fuel. That T fuel, man, it's becoming like actual currency because it is. Anyway, All right. Well, I gotta do the deal, get my butt to work, and get back on the grind and the chain gang and do what I'm gonna do. All right. So you guys have a good day. Be nice to each other. Be nice to me in the comments. The first thing after I uploaded the video yesterday, maybe 30 minutes later, just enough time for somebody to watch a video, the first thing I saw was thumbs down. I was like, man, that sucks. So, I love the thumbs up, people, So I do what I do. This is just a video blog. I'm not some kind of teacher or anything, so don't treat me like I'm supposed to be some kind of teacher or authority on this stuff. So, all right, man, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. All right.